So it was my birthday a few days ago and I was gifted not only yarn to make a project with, but an entire project. So let's get on with this. I haven't had that much time to film videos recently because it's just been chaos. Well, birthday, people coming and going, family visiting, school holidays, everything at once. Everything in my house broke at once. The oven, the doors, literally just everything broke. So it's been very difficult to film videos and come up with all sorts of ideas recently, but I thought I would just quickly share with you some of the things I was given. Now, to start off with, my mum bought me 5 balls of the Yarn and Colours Super Amazing. Will the camera focus? Yes, it will. This is a worsted weight. It says Aran on the tag, but I would say it's a little bit smaller than your typical Aran. Weight yarn, 100% acrylic. If you've been on my channel before, you'll know that I big this yarn up at every opportunity. This has become one of my favourite yarns, my staple go-to. This is in the colour Chestnut. It's a lovely deep, like reddish, slightly golden brown. I would say this actually accurately describes a chestnut colour. This is what I would expect. Like, some colours will be like, oh, it's violet, sunflower, cornflower, rose, and you look at them and you're like, that doesn't really match your description. Okay, but we'll go with it. But this definitely is a chestnut colour. Recommends 4.5 to 5mm needles. I'm going to, no surprise, knit another step-by-step jumper with this because that has become my favourite jumper pattern. If you find it difficult to get things to like fit around, like not having a giant collar, having it fit properly in the shoulders, I recommend that pattern because that is my favourite jumper pattern, and you can easily modify it to turn it into whatever you want, to do any sort of pattern on it, use any colours. It's very versatile with the yarns you can use as well, which is what I love. That being said, I'm going to go for it with Yarn and Colours again because I really like this yarn. She bought me 5 balls of it. There's not really much point showing you them because they're all identical, all from the same dye lot too. So anyway, this other thing I have is a project. Now, last week I showed you Christmas yarn that I reviewed. If you haven't checked that out, you should see it. Go see it now. But this is an entire project from the Knitting Network. It is the, what is it called? It doesn't have a name. I think it's like a Christmas classic blanket pattern. How cool is that? A printed pattern. This is the first time I've ever actually had like a full printed pattern. I've had a knitting book before, but that was like 10-15 years ago. But this is the first time I've ever had one, and I'm really excited about it actually, because I normally just read them off the internet. I can't wait for this. But yeah, that's what it looks like. You get its crochet pattern. It's like, it reminds me of poinsettias. How would I describe it? That's the thing, is it looks both Christmassy and not. I think you could get away with it at other times of year. It's like flowers, poinsettias, like granny squares, very festive but wearable, usable, and I love that. So it comes with all of these DK weight yarns. So we're here with the Emu Classics. I've never used Emu before, but just picking it up immediately, it's really soft. There is a lot of shedding in the air and I don't like that, so I feel like I might end up not being too happy when I'm crocheting with this, because if you've been here before, you know me, you know I hate shedding. But this is Emu Classics DK 100g balls, 40 degrees machine washable. You can dry clean it, tumble dry normal. I've never tumble dried yarn intentionally and I don't recommend it. But 282 meters on the all premium acrylic, 4mm needles recommended. This is in the colour Glacier. I love that name. I love it when they come up with really cool names, but sometimes some of them you're just like, you're really just going to call that number 1 or just blue? Come on. You get that colour, you get the colour Garnet. A nice deep, it's a bit deeper than it looks on camera, a deeper, cooler, pinkier red. You get this nice teal blue, Seafoam. What are these colour names? I really like them. But yeah, Seafoam is a very dark teal green, teal blue green. We also have just Cream. Not very creative, but it's a lovely colour, lovely soft. It actually doesn't feel quite as soft as the other ones. They were more noticeable. Glacier so far noticeably was the softest one. But yeah, there's a couple more balls in here. We have a typical classic red in the colour Ruby and Garnet of course. This one's a bit brighter. This one's the deep one, the Garnet. That's slightly brighter, both cool toned reds. They're very beautiful. I can't wait to use them. I wouldn't put all of these colours together and then come up with this blanket idea, so I love it when they sell them in packs so you can pick like the whole thing and they've already set it up for you. And on to the last colour, and it's nice green. and it's called Ivy. Lovely colour, lovely green, very nice, kind of festive. This is really soft as well. I'm not sure why. The cream, maybe it's just the bleaching process and the lack of dyeing after, but these coloured ones are incredibly soft, and this one isn't shedding as much. So if you are planning to buy Emu yarn, do be aware that some of them shed a lot more than others. Some of them have a lot more fuzzies, and some of them are softer than others. This actually feels thinner as well than some of the other ones, which is kind of unusual, but yeah, I'm really happy with this. I'm happy with these things. Thank you, Mum. Thank you to everyone who gifted me, because you know, I love this and I can't wait to get started on these patterns. And at the moment I have this real kick for doing like festive like things for the winter solstice and that, because I don't really have many. I do little ornaments every year, but I don't have anything big like a blanket, and I only have like the one blanket, and that's the heart blanket I crocheted a while ago. So I'm very excited to get on with this. I hope it comes up as nicely as the picture. But anyway, that's all I have to share with you for today. As I said, I'm in a rush at the moment. I'm very busy. I'm struggling to find any time for anything. So if you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments below. Has anyone gifted you any yarn? What was your favourite project or knit crochet gift you've ever received? Let me know. Also, don't forget to subscribe because it's free and it really helps my channel out. And I hope to see you next week.